There's a new study out that says that US asthma inhalers produce the same amount of emissions as 500,000 cars annually. And while yes, this is a very large deal and we should be taking some sort of action to try to course correct and find alternatives to these asthma inhalers, of which there are many, I think headlines like these end up framing the problem in the wrong way. Particularly, they end up making it seem like the problem is the user of the asthma inhaler rather than the producer of the asthma inhaler. Because at the end of the day, consumers are only using the type of materials that they're prescribed, that they're given by their doctor. If the only type of inhaler that they have access to are the inhalers that produce these types of emissions, then they don't have any other choice but to produce those emissions, right? But if there are other types of inhalers that are available on the market that they have access to, if they're able to make a choice, then I'm pretty sure people would end up choosing the ones that they feel are the best for them, the ones that don't contribute to a large environmental impact. So while I appreciate studies like these that identify that there is a problem, that we should be doing something about the problem, and that there's an alternative to the way that we have been doing things, I think it's important to highlight the reason why we arrived at this place to begin with. That corporations produce these types of materials that only give users one option. So if I could reform this headline, it would say something like, study finds that US produced asthma inhalers produce the same amount of emissions. You know what I'm saying? Like something that makes sure that we place the onus and that we place the responsibility and the accountability onto corporations rather than the users. It's not the fault of asthmatics that their inhalers produce this many emissions. It's the total responsibility of the producers of those inhalers, and so they should be the ones that take that action. They should be the ones that are at the center of headlines like this, and we should make sure that we don't lose that thread, that we're not forgetting that they are the reasons why we are here, that why we're in this situation, and they need to do something about it immediately.